Hello and welcome to Reality Video Logs. Today I'm going to be discussing the legality of me being the CSA's second president. And by the CSA, I mean the Confederate States of America. Now, transition to the name Condorian States of Atonement, or Condorian States of America for the people that really appreciate saying America, because it is America. There are many different forms of America. Unfortunately, a lot of them are hostile. Gangs are a form of America. The army is a form of America. Politicians are a form of America. Civilians are the foundation of America, but they are also a form of America. Without civilians, who is the government protecting? Just some land. And the land is part of other people's lands. Borders are a bit of a confusion to me, because all of borders that I've seen are drawn on a map, a representation of land. But no map is perfect. I've never seen satellite borders that weren't maps. It's not really like good borders anymore. Because with the internet, what part of that is the nation? Are there borders on the internet? And with things like Atlas Earth, what's really being bought? Because you could just buy the borders of everything if you have enough money. So you own all the borders. Do you own anything? And with privately owned land, who really owns that if it's all owned and protected by a specific government? It's all confusing stuff. But back to the topic. The legality of me being the CSA president, the only really necessary trait of that is to just step up. Anyone could have done it. But I am related to many people from the CSA, including the father of secession. His name kind of escapes my mind right now. Barnwell Rhett. My last name is Barnwell. I assume it's like a common thing to have two last names when you're joining households. I don't know why people still don't really do that. They like choose one last name. There would probably be a lot of last names if people just continuously did that. But that would really show off heritage. I am aware that I am not allowed to have an army, because there was an oath against that many CSA soldiers agreed to, drop their arms for. The civilians did not do that, as I have mentioned in my anime of all places. And on TikTok, where the snippet from the anime comes from. I could have an army of robots. Those don't really fit as what was agreed upon. I could have an army of cats. Because those didn't take the oath. All men is equal. I don't really try to be a person who avoids a direct question, but no one asks me anything. I would be delighted to answer any questions anyone has about me being part of the CSA in general. I've changed the flag, I've changed the name, but everything stays the same. War flags, those are folded and placed in your own house, if you want, or in the attic, because we're not in war. I understand people who have veteran ancestors and would like to display it in their house. Put it above some sort of mantle or something, or in the kitchen or something like that. Any place is really alright, as long as it's in your house. The sanctuary of the man and the woman and anything else. Children, cats, dogs, all that. I need some questions. So someone comment or something. Ask me something. I respond, because I don't really have much to respond to. I have a blog and no one's posted on it but me. Wanted to test and see if it worked. But yeah, ask your questions. If you don't do that, I can't tell you anything. And if I can't tell you anything, how are you going to know anything regarding what you live in? There's no direct contact to Donald Trump for a person who lives anywhere other than like right next door to him or something. Probably someone right next door to him can't even like knock on his door and say hello. How are you today? I'm fine, thank you for asking. I just can't imagine that. But anyone could do that here, it would seem. How many presidents in the world have that availability to just be messaged on a phone? Not many. I'm not going to give out my phone number, but feel free to comment on anything that I have posted. Even if it's like somewhat off-putting. All feedback is appreciated. And this has been Reality Video Logs. Enjoy your day.